Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video here we set up our total all that file for our this project. Like there is one of the index HTML, there is a JavaScript.js and then style CSS, right? First of all, as I told you, that is totally empty. Now I want to start to code in particular that position. If you open it, you can see it's totally empty. Here first of all I want to create one of the default HTML tag. Like if you make it as exclamator and after that if you click as enter, now you can see it's now generated our default HTML total body structure. That is just they have some of the title, they have down the body, and that is our HTML, right? So into this title area I want to make it as a form. Okay, form validator. I want to name that as a form validator. And here also we have to do like there is one of the CSS and also there have one of the script. Both of these we have to take it like into the head, into this head area. Here I want to take one of the link because I want to link our this CSS, right? So that is into the same page. So for the reasons here the name is as style. Okay, that is style.css. I simply loaded this style.css, and also there is another script file as a script.js that will be also needed. For the reasons I want to connect it in our index.html area. So into this body, okay, into this body I want to write down as a script. So if you write down as a script, then here I want to close it. So into this that will be as a src. Our src link will be what? That is a name. I name it as a script. Okay, script.js. I simply loaded this script.js in particular that area. Okay friend, I simply loaded our style CSS and also I loaded our script.js. So I have already added some of the style CSS, right? I have already discussed about that things. So there have some of the body and then also we have some of the container. There is all that basic code. Now I want to call all that classes, and here I want to create one of the basic form. Okay, if you want to do that work like in our body, into this body area we have to do this work, right? Now I want to do better. First of all I want to take one of the div. Okay, I take one of the div, and into this div area I want to put one of the class name. Okay, I want to put that class name will be right. I want to use it as this container. I copy it, so that will be as a container. Great. And then I want to use one of the h1 tag. That will be the h1 tag. I make it as a form validator. Okay, form validator, and after that I want to pass one of the id. So I make it as a h3. Okay, I take one of the h3. That will be very easy if you know a little bit the css html. So that is very easy all that process. So into this h3 area here I want to pass one of the id. Okay, here I simply pass one of the id, and for now I name one of the id name as a message. Okay, all that messages I will actually display in here. So that is our h3, and after that I want to take one of the form. Okay, form. I simply loaded this form and I want to end this form, and into this form area I want to pass one of the id, and I just name it as a form id. Okay, that will be as a form. I simply take one of the form id. Great. And now I want to take our one of the input field, right? Here we need one of the input field. For the reasons into the form area I want to take another div. Okay, I take another div, I close this div, and into this div area I want to put on the class as a, I have already write down this class as a form group. Okay, that is actually the form group. I want to run our this class name as a form group. Great. And then I want to put on the level. Okay, that will be as a level. I want to put on the level. I close this level, and into this level area here I want to pass that as a for. I hope you already know about it. It's very basic. I name that as a name. Okay, our level name will be as a name, and I name it as a full name. So that will be as a full name. Okay, so that is our input field, and into this input field area I want to pass that our input. So that is our input, and into this input area here I want to simply pass one of the id. Okay, I pass that id will be our for id name as a name. Okay, I simply load it. Now that will be our input field. Now I want to copy it, and now if you paste it, and first if I want to check it, click as a save all, and now I want to open with the live server. Right now I close our previous one, and here I want to run out this part. Okay, now with this live server I open it. Now that is perfectly open. Yes, you can see now it's perfect. There is a form validator that have the full name on the input field, so that is our level, and also there is another one as a full name, right? And also they have one of the background. So right now I'm actually using this background, that is one of the SVG. If you go to your CSS, Okay, if you go to your style, because I have already loaded that style, and into this style that is our body, right? If you go our style CSS, you can see that is also one of the SVG background, and you can see that is a background image. I am actually using this one. Okay, so that is in our body area. For the reasons it's getting one of the background image. Now what to do, and to add all that our field one by one. If you go in our index, okay, into this index there is one div. Better I copy some of the div, because here I want to add that multiple field. Okay, I simply paste it like as a, that will be as a full name, and also I pass that name for as a name and the name. And then I want to do, and to take another one as an email address. Okay, email address, and for that I want to do, and to name it as a email. Okay, email, and also in our ID I pass one of the ID, so that will be needed. I will discuss about that things later. Right now I simply pass one of the input ID as a email. Okay, and then I want to do, and to take that as a phone number, because that will be one of the registration form, and for education purpose I'm actually using all that field as a phone number. And for the phone number I want to do, and to change it as a phone. Okay, that will be as a for phone, and then ID I pass as a phone. Great. And then also I want to do, and to take another one as a website URL. Okay, website URL I want to make it as a only website. Okay, sorry, I make it as a website, and then in our ID I pass the same name as a website. And then I want to do, and to pass as a password. Okay, that will be as a password, and then for the password I make it as a password 1. Okay, password 1, and that will be ID as a password 1. Another will be as a confirm password. Okay, confirm password. And for the confirm password I want to pass as a password 2. Okay, that will be as a password 2, and I make it as a password 2. Great, I think that will be enough, and that will be enough as a full name, email address, phone number, website, password, and then password, confirm password. Now click as a save all. Now go to our front end. Now click as a refresh. You can see there is a full name, email address, phone number, website URL, password, and then confirm password. So right now also we have to add another button for the submit, right, or the register or logging, whatever you choose. Now I want to do after that confirm password, because that is one of the registration form, all that field, right? For the logging, that should be only 2. Right now I want to do, and to make one of the button. Okay, here I want to do, and to take one of the button. So that will be as a button. I want to close this button, and into this button area I want to pass one of the type. Button type will be as a submit type. Okay, so I make it as a submit, and our button name will be as a register. Okay, I make it as a register. Great. And now if you click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, you can see there is also another button as a register. Great. So friend, in this video we successfully designed one of the simple form, right? So that is all that our form, and that is all that our form field. So now step by step I want to add some of the validation. Okay, how can do that work? I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.